Yeah, it's the Rap Radar Podcast. My name is B-Dot.
Elliot Wilson.
Ellie, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man.
Not as good as this guy right here.
The hottest in the game, man.
Yes, sir.
One of the realest in the game.
I appreciate that, man.
Congrats, brother.
Toosie's in the house, man.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on?
You got that record right now, man. You know, so we're gonna talk about that album. It's not just about the song.
Yeah.
But it's got me. I know you kind of tasted a little bit with some of the Summerwalker joint a couple years back, like what it's like to make that record that impacts the globe. But this is my favorite song, man. This is a entire movement.
Nah, most definitely.
I need to know. You gotta take me from the beginning, man. How does a song like that come together, and how does it continue to grow?
Man, honestly, it was just an organic record. You know, me being myself and allowing myself to be vulnerable and be in tune with what I got going on and the people who love me. So you know, I was just in the studio making another song, and it just so happened that this is the one that caught. Yeah. But I believed in it from the jump. As soon as I recorded it, I knew like it was out of here. It was just about making it go out of here, and I feel like that's the step that a lot of artists miss. A lot of artists miss actually putting in the legwork with the song. So I put in the legwork, and we slowly just continue to grow.
So what did you first hear in it? Like when you heard it back, the playback, like what do you think it was that you heard in the song that like you felt like, oh, it's gonna really resonate? Like this is.
I'm like, yo, when I perform this, I see this in the stadium. Like I see this being in the stadium. So I think that was the biggest thing for me, just knowing that the song was gonna be one of those ones that everybody could sing to, and it took off.
So why do you think it's connecting so well with the audience?
It's a clean record, no curse words.
You getting raunchy on that album though.
Feel me? So it got to be a balance, but it's a clean record. Outside of it being a clean record, it's just like it's a romantic record. And I feel like, you know, that's something that's always gonna live forever. Love never gonna die. That's one thing that's never gonna die. So I feel like that's why it's something that really caught and stuck with people.
And when I get the album, man, I can have 3 different experiences with the record. I can have the original, I can have you and Khalid, and then you brought the Toxic King to the party, man. It's Future Hendrix. So it's about like those steps of, like you said, like kind of building off something you know was there.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I ain't even want to put all those versions on the project. I felt like one was enough. The label, you know, they pushed for it, and that's what they wanted. So I gave them what they want. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, we just trying to spread it out. You know, trying to give them a little bit of pop, a little bit of hip hop. Yeah, I mean, and we might come country on them. Who knows? Wow. Feel me? I'm trying to do everything. We trying to do everything. So we just try to mix it up a little bit. That's it.
What do you think Future brought to the song?
Toxic.
Yeah.
Toxicity. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you know, Future known for being toxic. And the record too clean. We gotta make it a little dirty. Feel me? Let's make it a little dirty. And who better, you know, than the Toxic King? Yeah, I mean, so he did his thing on the record. Future always been very supportive of me, and I appreciate him for that.
When you listen to your music, obviously you hear so much like raw emotion, like as your sound develops. Like when you pen and stuff like that, do you feel like, oh, if I go here with this, like the audience gonna say I'm a little toxic on this joint? Like, are you cognizant of that? Like together?
Nah, I feel like music the only industry where it's like kind of no rules. And I just have fun whenever I'm recording now. I try not to be like, hey, if I do this, then they gonna think this about it, or hey, if I do this, like, nah, I just make the music, and whatever happened. It's all about believing in it though. Yeah, you gotta believe in it. That's the first step. So I be believing in stuff, and whatever I believe in, you know, I manifest it and it happen.
As we sit right now, song is creeping on the come up, right? It's like number 5 on the charts. What's it like to have a top 5 song in the country?
Man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, but it's a milestone. You know, we are blessed, but you know, it's an achievement, and I'm happy to be here. I'm still kind of like soaking it all in. I honestly, I can't even tell you what's going on right now. Like, it felt like a dream, but you know, it's everything that I prayed for and that I hoped for. So, you know, I'm thankful to even be here.
You say you still living in North Carolina, so Raleigh, North Carolina, and like And then the brothers are really from Syracuse. When we think Syracuse, though, we think about Syracuse University. You know, shout out Carmelo. He just retired. Comes after the Anthony King.
Carmelo,
Like, talk about that journey of like your upbringing, growing up in Syracuse, and then making that transition to.
Yeah. So I mean, I come from a place where it's nothing. You know what I mean? Where you could drive around the whole city in 15 minutes. Moving down south to, you know, where it's everything a little bit more spread out. Outside of everything being more spread out, it's like it's a lot slower. I grew up living a fast-paced lifestyle, and I had to learn to adjust and adapt quickly. But everything was for the better. It was the best thing my mom ever could have did for me. And I thank her for that. I feel like the biggest thing was just being able to balance the two. And I feel like that's what made me who I am kind of today. As far as my music, like I'm in a melodic rap world. I make melodic rap music. So being that I make melodic rap music, it's like you know, it's like a balance. You know, it's no genre for us for real.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like some of us, like we can't make rap caviar because it's not hip hop enough, and then we can't make R&B charts because it's not R&B enough. And I always been that artist. Like it's hard for me to get on charts. So to see like us getting the love that we did from all of these, like, you know, shout out to Charles, shout out to like everybody, because I mean, yo, in the beginning it was hard for us. So yeah.
So like artists like Ty Dolla $ign, obviously Drake, like you guys define the genre lines. Like, is it hip hop? Is it R&B?
I was gonna say, you named the album after yourself, Najur.
Yeah.
And you once tweeted that Toosii and Najur are not the same.
Nah.
People stop mixing the two.
Yeah.
So now that you're here, can you explain the difference?
People gotta know, man, like Toosii is an entertainer, and Najur is a businessman / family man. That's the difference between the two. We not the same person. Najur conduct business, and Toosii, he's an entertainer. He has fun. He lives a lifestyle. He's a young guy but at the end of the day, when I go home, I'm Najur. Yeah, I mean, to my family, I'm Najur. To my friends, I'm Najur. So, you know,
has that been important to maintain that balance as more famous come in your direction?
Yeah. It continue to it keep me humble. Yeah, I mean, the humility and all of that. It keeps that side of me, and I'm big on that, because at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. We all regular people. We all here to do a job. I feel like God gave me music for a reason. It was my coping mechanism, and that's a lot of people who relate. So at the end of the day, it don't make me no different. I'm just good at what I do.
Yeah. I read that every day you're learning how to be famous.
Yeah.
What are some things you're discovering?
Not going so many places, like
can't roll Dolo no more.
Dolo, you feel me? Not even only that. Certain things I say, certain things I do, man. So it's a few things. I'm still young.
Yeah.
I got a bad mouth, man. I got a bad mouth. I got a bad attitude, man. You know, I feel like that come from being raised around a bunch of women, man. Having to argue with a bunch of women all day, man. My sisters and oh God, yeah. I feel like that's where that part come from. But yeah, I'm working on it though.
All right. A woman that's really important to you in your life is your mom.
Oh yeah, that's my baby.
Yeah, she kicks off the album.
Yes.
Rule number one.
Yeah.
Number one.
How meaningful was it to hear her say those things on the opening track?
Oh, it touched my heart, man. My mom real. She's real in tune with everything I got going on. You know, like she know I'm doing this right now. She know. I did all the other interviews that I did today. Like she
did too.
Yeah, she want to be a part of everything that I do. So I feel like it's very important. It was very important to hear those things that she said, because that's another thing that keep me humble, kind of, you know. So yeah.
You remember those stories that she was talking about?
Oh yeah, most def. Yeah, I got a burn mark on my leg right here from one of those stories she was talking about. Feel me? So yeah, it's real life stuff. She ain't telling no lie, but I always been the kid who made drastic decisions. So I feel like that's the reason why, you know, we're in the position that we in today.
Right.
Because I was a risk taker.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You also touched on the album about going through like tough, tumultuous times and being homeless and things like that nature. And like, I think you kind of hinted at it earlier, like almost going to North Carolina was the best thing for you because you don't know what path it would have ended up for you if you had stayed.
Yeah, most definitely. I come from a dangerous place. You know, a lot of people who not from upstate don't know what upstate really like.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Syracuse College, cool, but around the corner from the college, you got the Pioneer Homes. It's the PH. You know, like we talking about where we talking about, like my brother was a part of a like 35 indictment RICO. Like, you know, we ain't talking about something sweet. So I think that was like the best thing my mom could have did for me. If I would have stayed there, I probably wouldn't even be here to tell this story. I got a lot of friends who passed away, and I got a lot of friends who locked up. I got about 6, 7 friends who dead. My granddad dead, got stabbed to death by a few friends. I come from a rough life, so at the end of the day, it's like, I'm thankful to be here, man.
Yeah, you guys touched on the other interviews that so your granddad had got stabbed by a couple of friends of yours.
Yep. Couple people that I knew got stabbed like 16 times.
What was the story behind that? Like, why did it get to that point?
He used to do drugs. You know what I mean? Granddad struck out on drugs, like not like nothing hard, but you know, he smoke a little weed, do this and that, whatever. Going to cop one day, and they tried to rob him. Tried to rob him and stabbed him a few times, and you know, because he wouldn't give it up, man. He ran back home, fell out the door, collapsed, and he passed away. So yeah, I mean, we come from a rough background, but it's life though. You get what I'm saying? Life ain't sweet. Life ain't peaches and cream. It's all about what you make of it. So I'm here today, putting on, and I'm gonna keep living life. You know, this is what we do. We gotta keep pushing.
You give a lot of your life on the record. This Is Love, man. Like, was that a hard record to make?
Yeah, that was probably one of my harder records to make. A lot of people don't know where I really come from. You get what I'm saying? And on that track, I kind of like was just trying to explain to people that I come from a rough background. Granddaddy struck out on drugs, got AIDS. The reason why I moved down to North Carolina. And then as far as like my baby mom, like I love her to death, and we come from 2 different backgrounds. She come from a life where it's good, it's great. You know, I ain't saying she's silver spoon fed, but she had it good. Whereas I'm from the bottom of the bottom. I'm from the Jacks. You know, I had to figure it out my whole life. When you met me, I was homeless. I mean, 9th grade. And you ain't know. But at the end of the day, I'm here today, and the reason why I am the way that I am is because these are the things that I went through. So that was kind of like a song dedicated to her, to let her know, like, I live a hard life, but at the end of the day, I'm not making no excuses. I just want you to know that I apologize for the things that I have put you through, but you know, that's where I come from.
Right. You also kind of like shout out your father a lot throughout the record too, talking about like how it was hard for you to love him when he was loving someone else's child, right?
Yeah. So my dad, it's crazy because when I first moved down south, man, I moved from New York to, I moved with my dad. I was living in Ithaca. I was living in Ithaca with my dad for a little bit. From Syracuse, then from Ithaca, we moved to South Carolina. And I was living in Goose Creek, South Carolina for a little bit. And my dad was like with another girl. Him and my mom had separated. The lady had 2 twins. I was just watching them raise them every day. But he didn't have no connection with the rest of my siblings no more. And it was like, damn, like I'm watching you love these people kids, and it's like, you don't even really got no relationship with us. You know, I'm here every day, but like, shit, we thugging for real. We ain't got nothing. I'm missing school. You teaching me how to cook fish and shit like that, cause we ain't really got nothing else to make outside of us not having nothing else to make. It's like, yeah, I mean, he happened to do tests. It's just crazy shit. He happened to do like, you know, I remember my dad used to let me, I say it now because it's all over, but I remember my dad used to let me stay home from school because he'd get drug tested, and I used to have to piss in a container for him. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's the life I come from, but that's what I was living. We ain't had nothing though. So those days he had to get drug tested. I stay home, piss for him. He go to work, and like I was at home all day by myself. One day my mom came and got me. Like, we ain't doing this. Yeah, we moved to North Carolina, and now like I'm where I'm at.
Because on the Wallow interlude, you talked about like at 12 years old, you wanted to be just like him.
Yes, I mean, yeah, that was my idol, man. He the reason why I am the way that I am. And he always was there for me whenever I needed him. I went through a lot of things in life. He went through a lot of things in his life that he overcame. And like, it's just certain things that like nobody else could teach me about except for him. So I think like, that's why today, like, I'm the way I am with my son. Man, I love my son. That's my heart. And I'll die for him. Feel me? Without even thinking about it. But I feel like my dad the same way with me. Yeah, so.
You mentioned your son. He's on the cover of the album with your mom, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
What does that imagery mean for you?
I wanted it to be something that was real personal. Real personal. And I remember growing up, my mom used to be a hairdresser. She used to do everybody hair outside of the crib. And it was a point in my life where like I first started making music, and I had locked my hair up. So my mom used to do my hair every night before school. She'll put it in braids, or she'll like she'll twist it up, or whatever the case may be. I was in a phase of locking my hair up. That was when I first started making music. So I feel like that was like where that imagery came from. Like, I'm like, you know, this is when I first started making music. This is a personal moment for me. And then my son is, you know, that's just it's where I'm at today. So I got my past behind me and my future in front of me. And that's what the cover about, man.
What's the significance of a song like Villains and Heroes?
You know, they say in Villains and Heroes, it's like I want people to know, like, sometimes it ain't bad. It's not a bad thing being a villain in certain people's story when you were the hero in everybody else's story. You get what I'm saying? I might be the villain in your story, but in your story, I might be a hero. And what people don't understand is everybody loved the hero because the hero would sacrifice one person to save the world. But they hate the villain because the villain sacrificed the world to save one person. And what's really better? You get what I'm saying? I love you more than life. I love you more than everything else. You're the only thing that matter, and I'm willing to risk everything for you. So am I really the villain, or am I your hero? So I don't mind being a villain to everybody else if I'm a hero to you.
What's on with you in that day in the studio? Tap into that, man.
It was death. Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? So that's like,
was that sitting in your chest for a minute? Like, do you feel like that's something?
Man, throughout this album, man, you're gonna get a lot of personal stuff. As I was on tour with Rod Wave,
okay, who pours it out there himself? Like,
yeah, as I was on tour with Rod Wave, I was going through a lot of stuff emotionally, mentally. I was just on the tour bus, you know. I was on the tour bus and when I wrote that record, and it was just like, you know, it's like, on the tour bus, on the way to Phoenix, currently 2 a.m. look like everybody's sleeping. I mean, I'm up thinking, like, I know she probably think I'm up cheating. Like, it's like, I know she probably think I'm up doing some fuck shit. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm out here every day trying to figure out how to get it, how to stick to what I gave up everything for, you know? Because before it was me and her, it was me and the music. And every day, this what I devote my life to. This what I give my life to, and it's just like, you know, I was overwhelmed, and I couldn't do nothing but write music, and I came up with Villains and Heroes. So yeah.
Where does that dedication to the music come from? Is that part of your family's thing? Because it's in like it's kind of your. Is that connected to family also? Or?
Man, my dad used to make music. You know, so he the reason why I started making music. Outside of my dad making music, my brother used to make music. That the reason why I do everything that I do. That the reason why I started playing sports. That the reason why I started making music. That the reason why I am the way I am. And yeah, like that's where the connection come from. But other than that, the vulnerability in my music, I feel like that just come from everything that I've been through. Yeah, I just done been through a lot, man. Yeah. I'm still trying to learn how to deal with it all.
Was it even from jump, were you able to tap into that emotion, or did it develop over time that you could be so vulnerable in your music?
From the jump, it used to be so deep to the point where like I used to lock myself in a closet and write music, because I wanted to like rap and I wanted to like, you know, but I didn't want nobody to hear me. So I used to lock myself in the closet, play beats and just rap. Rap all day, man, write music all day, and I'd be in the closet for hours and hours, you know. But
why the closet? Just because you isolated and
it was dark.
Dark.
Yeah, it was dark. It kind of like made me feel like I was alone. Yeah, I used to have this bin inside my closet, and it used to have like pillows in it, and I'd sit inside the bin with pillows, and I'd just write music for hours, bro.
But even with all your success last year, you said you were on the verge of giving up when you made the last song off Boys Don't Cry. Like, why was that in my set?
Last year was probably like the worst year of my life.
How so?
I was going through a lot, man, mentally, just with everything I was going through, like with family issues, just with decisions I was making, things I was doing. I was going through a lot. I was stressed out, and it wasn't even about me like just giving up. It was about just, I was on the verge of feeling like I wanted to give up, but it wasn't what was meant for me. I wasn't meant to give up. I already gave up everything for this. So if I give up on this, I don't have nothing else. And I had to sit and think and tell myself, like, I got a lot of people that's depending on me, you know. I look around at my circle, and in my circle, everybody that I'm around is the difference maker for their family. So my manager, he don't got nobody who made a difference in his family, who has the opportunity to create generational wealth, or be the Chases or the Wells Fargos or the you know, he don't have nobody. He's the person that's gonna do that. My security, he don't got nobody. He the one that's gonna do that. My assistant, my digital guy, I got people that's depending on me. But it all started with me. And if I give up on everything, it's like I'm allowing everybody to just fail. You know, I'm failing everybody. So I sat for a week. My manager flew out of town, and he was just like, I'm gonna give you a week to get it together. You know what I mean? When I come back, like, all of that's over. We gotta figure it out. Cause he knew what I was going through. I was going through a lot. He was like, when I get back, you gotta let it all go. So with, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, I'm gonna get closer with God. After I get closer with God, I'm gonna go get this journal, and I'm gonna write everything in it. I'm gonna write just what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. So boom, I went and got the journal. This is the same day. I went and got the journal. I had already been getting closer with God though. But I went and got the journal, and I called him. I'm like, you at home? Mind you, he lived right across the street from me.
In North Carolina?
Yeah, accidentally. Crazy part. Accidentally, we've been together since I was 16, man. He accidentally moved across the street. He sent me his address one day, like, I'm like, yo, where you at? And he like, I'm at this spot. I'm like, yo, I think we closed. Like, man, shut up, man. He sent me the address. I look out my window. I'm like, bro, your house is across the street.
Wow.
Yeah, but he never knew that because it's really my girl crib.
Oh, okay.
But like, yeah, gotcha. it's really her spot, and he never been there. So like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, yo, hold on. So yeah, Yeah, that happened. So I'm like, he like, all right. He like, I'm across the street. I'm like, I'm about to come over there. I slapped the journal on the table. I'm like, yo, I need to know what we need to do this. All right, so what we need to do in order to go platinum in 3 months, how much money is that gonna generate? What do we owe on? What do we need to be investing in? What do we need to be spending on? What do I need to do? Okay, now I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna call my digital guy, Dante. I'm gonna call Dante, me and Dante gonna sit on the phone. Dante, how many TikToks I need to be making? How many posts I need to be making a week? How many posts I need to be making a day? What times I need to post that? He like, we get the whole breakdown. And he like, now you got a favorite song. And it's like, yeah, like it gotta be a real plan with everything. See, everybody think it's, oh yeah, the record just caught, and it's, I mean, yeah, that's cool.
But I put that I put that work in. I got strategic. I had to approach. You had to almost reapproach your whole career, right?
Like you say, like with Bodak Yellow, man, Bodak Yellow ain't become Bodak Yellow like by just. I mean, we put it out there, and the record grew. Like, nah, like you had to put in that legwork. With favorite song, it ain't become favorite song by us just putting it on.
See the growth.
We had to. We literally. All right. And then I wrote down everything. Like, all right, I want to get on Jimmy Fallon. After I get on Jimmy Fallon, I want to do that. I did all of those things. I'm like,
all those goals.
Yeah, like I want to make rap caviar because I never made rap caviar. I'm like, I want to make rap caviar for this. I need to do this. I need to do this. This what playlist I need to have. After we do this, I need to go and get the feature. This who I want on the remix. And it was just like we wrote it all out and we planned it. And
so something like you overcame a kind of real career turning point of like, this could go this way if it doesn't. So part of maybe wanting to quit was you didn't feel like you were getting the results that you wanted fully at the time.
Honestly, man, it was never really about the results. I don't care who liked my music. At the end of the day, because when I started making music, I didn't want to do it for nobody. I did it for me because I was going through stuff. It was more so about personal issues that I was having that was intervening with what I had going on. I felt like it was slowing me down, and my love for music was dying. But the reason why my love was dying was because it was never dying. It was just, I was emotionally cloudy. Like I ain't my everything was blocked up. You get what I'm saying? So I had to get closer with God and understand that this is my calling. And I begged for a sign. And like one day it just hit me. I was like, this the record. Like, feel me? I already knew it was the record, but I'm like, this the record. Like, and then it's this guy named Carter, the COO of my label. He called me. He like, because we were supposed to do a DJ drama mixtape before the song even came. This song was never supposed to come out. We were supposed to do a DJ drama mixtape, like 13 songs on the DJ drama mixtape. 21 Savage up there, like the pull up record was supposed to be up there. We had a bunch of other features, like we had a bunch of features with like a few artists. I'm like, nah, this not what we need to do. Take this off. This not we ain't doing this. I'm like, this the record. So then, Carter called me. He like, bro, you sure you want to do this? I'm like, nah, I don't know what's going on, but this what we need to be doing. He like, I don't know, bro. Like, it sound like that sound like a great plan. I'm like, nah, Carter, this is what I need to do. I'm like, God like put this in me, bro. It's nobody who could talk me off of this. He like, well, how you know God ain't sent me to? I'm like, God ain't sent you to tell me this, bro. This was supposed to happen. Yeah. And
with Drama's resurgence, it's like, oh, that's a safer play. Go that direction.
It was definitely. Yeah. And then over time, I just realized being a better person is what helped me get to where I needed to be. There was certain things I was doing that wasn't right, and I couldn't become successful because I was doing the wrong thing.
Wow.
So
like your own personal karma.
Yeah, I was having personal karma. Yeah, most def. And things that's in the Bible that I had to clean up on. But God is forgiving, because God is forgiving when you have no understanding. When you have an understanding and you know what's going on and you know you're supposed to be doing something, and that's a little bit different. So once I got light of certain things that I was supposed to be doing and I started doing it, things started going my way.
There's a part at the end of Will Be King where it's like you're having a conversation with someone and then that person says, what you're going through ain't bigger than what you're about to receive.
Yeah.
Was that during that same time that he was going through it?
Most def. Yeah. I remember that conversation. I was in the studio and it was just all about like where you was headed. You know, what you're going through right now. I was actually telling somebody that. That's the crazy part. It's like, I was telling the guy that I was in the studio with, because he was going through something as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he was going through something as well, and I was just telling him like, you know, what you going through ain't bigger than what you finna receive, bro. It's something bigger than life coming for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
See, he wanted to choke somebody that day.
Yeah, word, man. I was going through it, boy.
Right. So you continue to still do the journal, or is it?
Yeah. I got I keep my journal with me, man. Yeah, I keep my journal with me.
Had you journaled ever in the past, or was that a whole new thing that you?
Nah, man. My son mom got me on it. My son mom, she write in her journal a lot, and you know, she actually who got me closer to God as well. Like she started indulging in the Bible, reading the Bible a lot more often, and like that inspired me. So and she started writing in the journal. I started writing in the journal. It inspired me.
Speaking of inspiration, I mean, you literally closed out with "God Loves Me." Like, talk about the place you was at to make that song.
Yeah. So on the hook, it's actually this group from Africa, and what they're saying on the hook is God loves me more today than he does yesterday. Than he did yesterday. So each on the end of each verse, you'll hear me say one thing that I know God loved me more than he did yesterday. And I think the biggest thing is just like overcoming. It's only one way to close it out, man. Like close it out with the way that we came in here. Like I said, I'm big on God, bro. So I just try to put that in wherever I can.
Right.
I feel like that's what I'm supposed to use the platform for. That's what they say. So yeah.
You also give a lot of game too on the project, man. Going back to the opening track, rule number 1, you have these rules.
Yeah.
You know about these rules, Elliot?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I heard.
So rule number 1 is so you never give a girl your heart.
Yeah.
Elliot's married.
B that still hasn't given anybody his.
I don't lie, man. Somebody got my heart though, man.
Okay, true.
Yeah, somebody.
So you're not living your raps, Toosii?
Nah. I'm living it though. That's why I'm telling you. You feel me? That's why I'm telling you. Because when they, you know what I mean, together or not, when somebody got your heart,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
It's a cautionary.
It's a caution. Okay.
It's a cautionary.
thing.
So
you know?
rule number 2 is play your part. When it's your time, you'll make it.
Yeah.
That's identifiable.
Yeah, most definitely.
Rule number 3, put God first.
When you leave the house, grab your ride first. Most deaf.
Most deaf.
Most deaf. Yeah. We come from that world. Yeah, it's rough out here. Put God first, and when you leave the house, grab your ride first. That's unless you find we're trying to ride hearse.
That's a fact.
Yeah, real talk. Nah, you gotta, and you know, we come from a rough world. I ain't saying go out here and slang it, but keep it on, you know.
So what's rule number 4?
I don't know, man. I ain't got that far. We gonna save that for rule number 4.
That's the next album?
Yeah, rule number 4. We're gonna put that on the next album.
You had another line later ago. You was talking about cats breaking into your home because you was putting their names in songs, man.
Yeah.
The truth can almost get you hurt sometimes.
Yeah, most def. Yeah, I went through a little bit, but yeah, my house. It's crazy. I never told nobody. My house got broken into, but that was like because of another reason. But I had went through some stuff, you know, for some stuff I did, and it's life though. We live in that world, you know. We live in that world. It's a dog eat dog world. So I mean, at the end of the day, we living though. We up. You know what I mean? We don't thrive off negativity. So when my house got broken into, I ain't even put it out there, tell nobody, or be like, yeah, y'all niggas who broke into my crib.
Get on IG Live and say,
and they stole a bunch of stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't nothing really. I don't keep valuable stuff at my house though. I don't know why. Like people think they gonna break into a house and like still like, oh, we gonna find this safe, and the safe gonna have $1 million in it, and we gonna be $1 million richer. I don't keep money.
I don't even know how people stick people up anymore. I'm gonna give you my Venmo. Nobody got cash.
Nah, word. Like, yeah. What you want, my Venmo? You finna rob me so I can cash app you? I know who I'm cash apping. So like, feel me? It don't make no sense. Like, I don't lie, bro. I mean, I don't keep cash on me. Mm-hmm. I don't keep cash in my home.
I ain't taking you to the bank.
I'm not taking you to the bank.
Definitely not.
This jewelry, I mean, we insurance.
Rolly gang, my guys.
Yeah, you know, plain Jane.
Keep it plain, right?
Listen, this where the money at.
Oh, speak to so I don't know about watches, man. Tell me what you guys have. Why is that? Why is that the right way to go?
So right here, I got a Rolex 40, I believe 41 millimeter.
41 millimeter.
41 millimeter date.
Alex Style for you.
Shout out to Alex.
Date just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is blue with the fluted bezel.
Mine's is fake.
No. His real. I
B-Dot got his own watch voice. See how octaves be dropping?
I was looking at that one.
You check them out, right?
Yeah, I was looking at that one. Like that is because it go with everything.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, but it just so happened that I had something with a little blue in it, and I was able to, But I wanted some. All of my jewelry really rose gold, so I wanted something that was like stainless steel or like white gold, really stainless steel though.
See, I need to be like you, Toosii, hit the road so I can get some more watches.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. Hey, it ain't about you hitting the road. You doing fairly well. I be seeing y'all, man. Y'all doing great. Listen, y'all don't know how I watched about 5 interviews.
You watched that Drake one? That was long.
I watched the Drake one. I watched the Young Boy one.
Okay.
I watched a bunch of interviews before I came here. Yeah.
But like I said, I'm watching you on the road. You just wrapped up the European tour, right?
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
What's the Toosii show like, man? Well, I gotta go see one. What's the show like?
Whew. It get a little crazy, man. You never know what you might get a few bras on stage.
Hey.
You might get you might get me climbing on stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, you might get.
So you don't have it all planned out. You kind of roll with the energy.
I roll with the energy, man. I might be in a crowd. I might be in a crowd. Ain't no telling, man. I might be standing on my security shoulders. Who knows?
So the better the crowd gives you,
oh my God,
you get the better performance back.
What if the crowd go crazy? You gonna have the greatest performance of your life. I promise you.
What was it like overseas? What was the response like?
Oh, the love was crazy. Yeah. It's like they be waiting to see you or something. Yeah, man. And it's like they take it in because they never know when they're gonna see you again. It's easy for artists from their area, just like from here.
Right.
It's easy for artists from our area to come here and do shows, and we see them and we love it. But when an artist who not from here come around, it's like, it's times 10.
Yeah. You definitely had the crowd in your palms, man, at Dreamville Fest.
Yeah.
At this year.
That you was there for that,
I was
right?
there.
Yeah.
You came through this year. You made it for Key Glock because he couldn't make it.
Yeah, shout out Glock, man.
Yeah. What was it like to get that call? How did that happen?
Man.
Well, that was a last minute pull up.
Wow. Yeah, we always wanted to be on Dreamville, bro.
North Carolina boy.
Yeah, we always wanted to be on Dreamville, and it was all about just whenever the moment was right. When they called, we'd be there. If not, we was waiting on it, And we got the call. We had just got back from Arizona.
Okay.
And it was perfect time. And they like, hey, Glock couldn't make it. Can Toosii pull up? My manager we gotta do it. It could have been for $0. We still would have been there.
100%.
Did
J.Cole call you personally?
No, I wish, bro. Hell nah. Fuck. Oh my God. Bro, if Cole called me, bro, man, y'all might not. I'm straight. Man, listen, that's somebody that I, really genuinely look up to. If you see this interview, feel me? I remember, bro, when I was 16 years old and I met you at the Boys Club, I had a CD in my hand and I had a note. He probably don't even remember this.
I remember that. He used to do that. He used to do that for everybody. He used to pull up on all of us.
Listen, that's the only person I've ever done that for.
Wow. Had a fan moment with kind of thing.
What? Yeah. Bro, seen him another time in Cary, North Carolina. Like, I seen him in Cary, North Carolina at a Target. Like, he a real regular dude.
Yeah.
But at this time, like, I had a hit record. But I didn't even get to speak to him. I just seen him. He went about his day. I went about. It was just like one of those moments. I'm like, man.
Tap you in with Eve.
It's like a full circle moment though for you.
Please, bro.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I don't even. It's not even about me working with J.Cole, bro. I wanna have a conversation and just tell him like, yo, bro, you played a big part of my life. Outside of you playing a big part of my life, like, it feel good to be like, yeah, I mean, I did everything I told you I was gonna do.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Yeah,
do you remember what the note said?
Yeah. In the note, I was just telling them, like, yo, Cole, what's up? My name Toosii. I'm a 16-year-old artist, originally from Syracuse, New York, here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I gave him like a little bit of what I was going through. I'm like, yo, like, I'm out here, making music, putting on for my family. I come from a five, my mom got 5 kids. I'm the youngest of 5. And I just want to tell you, like, you inspired me. I told him, like, I got this CD here. I would love it if you listen to it. If not, I understand. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you for taking the time to even read this letter. And yeah, like, on the CD, I had it was remixes though. It was a remix tape. And on the tape, it had like, I had a song up there called Let Cold Down.
Oh, wow. You went there with it.
Yeah,
okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. How he did for Nas.
Yes, sir. Nas did the record back at him. That was a record by moment.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, I had a few records up there, bro. I have to go back through it, but it was definitely one of the moments, man.
But I saw you doing an interview with the great, our fellow GOAT, Angie Martinez. And you was also speaking on respect you have for another light-skinned king. We mentioned him earlier, Drake, though, right? Like, sort of that standard of, like, he speak to that about how, like, same thing with you. It's like, is this guy hip-hop? Is this guy R&B? But it's just great music, right? And being so consistent.
Man, I feel like Drake is one of those people who have just mastered the effect of being able to tackle all aspects, whether it's R&B, whether it's R&B, whether it's hip hop, whether it's pop, like he do it all. He do everything. Afro beats, everything. You get what I'm saying? And I want people to know, like, I remember like a few years back, I used to tell people like I'm kind of like the Drake of my generation, and people used to laugh at me, and I ain't really think nothing of it. I ain't really care for it, but it was just like a way of me explaining, like, everybody got a lane. Yeah. But except for me, like, I look at myself as like, I'm this artist that's in a 6-lane highway, and I'm able to step in whatever lane I want to. You get what I'm saying?
6-lane highway.
I'm on a 6-lane highway, and I can get in whatever lane I want to at any time. Like, I can rap with the best of them, and I can make melodic songs. So I feel like with artists that's in my generation, there's not many that could do that. And when I say like rap with the best of them, I really mean like rap. Like, I grew up listening to the Meek Mill on the corner freestyles and Reed Dollars and Rodamez, and I grew up on all of that. You know
battle videos,
the battle videos, I grew up on all of that. So it's like, before I was out here doing the melodic stuff, that's what I was doing. I rap with the best of them, and I could sing a little bit. I ain't no John Legend, but I do a little bit, you know. So yeah.
When did the shift happen for you from like doing that traditional style? Oh man,
listen, I went on tour with Summer Walker, and I'm like, yo, like Summer Walker concerts. If you ever been to a Summer Walker concert, it's 1 million beautiful girls in the crowd, and I'm like, I love this. You feel me? I need this every day of my life.
Right.
Something has to change. If I keep rapping about these guns and
got you.
Feel me? I'm like, if I keep rapping about this stuff, first off, I gotta live up to this stuff. I ain't trying to do this forever. You know what I'm saying? I gotta live up to this stuff. The life expectancy for this is, I don't know, it ain't looking too good. A lot of these niggas dying, and nah. Look,
this is like what, 2017?
It's like 2017. Nah, not even that far back. When was it? 2019?
Right before 2019. The pandemic. Right before the pandemic.
No, 2018.
2018.
Okay. 2018. Yeah, So 2018. Yeah, this was 2018. I'm like, nah, like this ain't Feel me? Right before the pandemic, I'm like, boom, I'm about to switch this shit up. I'm like, all right. So I started like, and then I always been like, you know what I mean? Even though I come from the projects, I always been like that lover boy type of dude. Like I always been like that hopeless romantic, and you know what I mean, the kid that flirt with the older women, and you know what I mean, my mom used to call me she used to say I was mannish. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? I like after going on tour with Summerwalker, I'm like, yo, it's a million beautiful girls in a concert at the concerts every day. Sold out shows. They buying the merch selling out. I'm like, this is what I want. Like if I'm gonna be doing this, I don't like the dude's gonna go wherever the women go.
True. Yeah.
I need a female fan base, and I want it to be just a bunch of females, beautiful young ladies who love me, and that's what I'm gonna go for. And ever since then, you know, pretty girls love Toosii. You know, that's what we pushing. PGLT.
Right.
Summerwalker crowd told him switch the style up.
Oh my god! And then the love I was getting, it was crazy because like the first concert was actually in LA. It was terrible. Because I had just came off tour with the baby. I'm like, I don't know how to perform for it like a bunch of women. I'm throwing water in the crowd. I'm messing up makeup.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh no. So next show I had to tighten it up. Now I'm out there, you know, no shirt on with the roses. You know what I mean? shit got a little different, bro. You know? Shit got a little different, but it was for a better cause though. Now we doing what we doing. We got a core fan base, and I appreciate them. I love them to death.
Right.
You can always still bar them up if they get out of line, right?
Yeah. They know it though. The ones who was around since the jump, they know. Like I started off rapping. I wasn't making love songs. So
Right.
yeah.
Speaking of the ladies, there was a moment on the album that really stood out to me. He was talking about how when you were youngin', you were raped.
Yeah.
And it's like an older woman took advantage of you.
Yeah. When I was a little bit younger.
And at what point did you realize like that was sexual assault?
Not honestly, it's scary because I didn't notice until I got about 18. Until I got 18 and it really got heaved of what was going on. I kind of thought it was okay.
Right.
And I mean, it's sad, but you know, with men they don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
You know, with men they look at it like, nigga, what you did something with an older woman and you told somebody, which I ain't never tell nobody.
Yeah.
I just kind of like took it on the chin and moved on. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that played a big part in who I am today too. Why I love women so much and why, like, I mean, at a young age, that's what I was introduced to. So yeah.
Was it like a family friend or someone?
Nah, I wasn't even a family friend.
Damn. All right.
Was that vulnerability thing of like tell that for a while? Was it something you had to get off your chest or something you wasn't ready to tell early on?
Yeah, I think it was something I had to get off my chest. And I feel like what better like time to do it than put it on my debut album.
Right.
How proud are you of this album, man?
Man,
Because you know they're gonna say now this guy's a big hit person, like Michael Sin with his full body of work. Like, explain what you tap in with this album that makes you feel so proud that now that with the success of the song, they're still gonna see how talented you truly are.
I'm very proud. No matter the outcome, like no matter if they would have loved it or if they would have hated it, I'm proud of it because at the end of the day, I told my story.
Yeah.
And that's what I got into the game to do, to tell my story. So, you know, one great project don't make you nobody, and one bad project don't make you nobody.
Right.
You know, it's all about if you could do it twice.
That's true. I saw you posted on Twitter. You said artists drop one song and get stuck for it for a year, then go missing. How are you planning on avoiding that?
I'm about to drop, and then y'all gonna get a tour, and then after this tour, you're gonna get another drop, and then after that tour, you're gonna get another. I'm not gonna be that artist that make one song and then, you know, one song and then I'm gonna chill for a year or 2 years, and it's like, yo, we live in a generation where artists coming out every day. Yeah, I mean, there's artists coming out every day. If you think they finna wait on you to drop music for a year, you lost your mind. You know, so I ain't on that point. I'm at a point where like I'm gonna continue to put out great music, and whatever the people choose, that's what we're gonna put our foot on.
Right. you're willing to do more than the next artist.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. I feel like that's what you know, that's what the 2 times stand for. You know, I got everybody in my campaign got 2 times tatted on them with, you know, 2 times chains. And the 2 times just stand for, you know, they say when you sleeping, it's always somebody who working 2 times as hard as you. That's what we stand for. Working 2 times as hard as the next person.
Right. I guess it's like that fear of kind of going back to where you came from.
Yeah, we ain't going back.
Right.
Nah, we can't go back. And I don't even foresee myself going. I don't even know what it's like to go back. Yeah.
You still have some things on your bucket list, right? You still want to win that Grammy?
Oh yeah. We gonna win a Grammy next year. Listen, man. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like we put out one of the best songs this year, if not the best. And I don't know. Like I'm firm on that. I believe it. So I want that Grammy, and I'm manifest it.
And the #1 album.
Oh yeah, the number 1 album. That's gonna be hard to do, but we're gonna push though. I don't know. I'm a realist. I want the #1 album, but it's steps to everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, without it being steps, it's like a pyramid with nothing at the bottom. You know, it's gonna collapse.
Right.
And I ain't no overnight success. So with being a realist, people say, "Oh, you gotta believe in yourself." Yeah, I believe in myself, but I'm a realist. I'm not gonna lie to myself. Tell myself,
I'm not gonna be delusional.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be delusional and tell myself, "Nah, I'm gonna get a #1 album." Yeah, if we catch 3 records at one time off of this one album, like, nah, the chances of it happening small. You got Dirk out, Morgan Wallen still doing like 100 and something a week. Like, so Taylor Swift just dropped a deluxe to her project. Like, it's too much going on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a realist. So at the end of the day, we're gonna push this project and we're gonna continue to slowly grow until I am able to compete with the best of them. And when I am able to compete with the best of them, see, the music is there. The fan base is not there yet. You know, when the fan base is there,
but it's growing every day.
They growing every day. I went from I used to have like maybe 10 weeks ago, I had a million Spotify listeners. Huh? 1,000,007. Spotify listeners. I'm at about 8 point something now. Yeah.
And how long? How much time?
Like 10 weeks.
Wow. 10 weeks.
Yeah. Like 10 weeks. So like, it's slowly growing. And I ain't in no rush to get I'm not in no rush to get nowhere, man. You know what I mean? I'm slow and steady.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell Terrence to take that to the bank, right?
Yeah, tell Terrence to take that to the bank, man.
Who is this Terrence guy? You talk about him on the album.
Terrence is a guy my mom used to mess with. And I mean, I don't know. You know, when you're younger, you don't really know what's going on. I think my mom used to mess with him, but it was a guy we was living with for a while, and yeah, like, he wanted to be with my mom, and I guess she really ain't want to be with him.
Right.
Well, we was homeless. He let us live with them. It ain't work out. He put us out, and we was living in our van for a little bit, living in a motel, trying to figure it out. So. Yeah, man, tell Terrence to take that to the bank.
Yeah, tell Terrence take a hike. What a gentleman.
Yeah, what a gentleman. Asshole. Yeah, man. Well, for real. Yeah. But it was life-changing, though. It played a big part of me getting where I'm at today.
Right.
The consistency is key, man. Continued success, brother.
Yeah, nah, most definitely.
Keep taking the time.
And you stacking up that money, man. Listen, I don't want you to lose $1 million in the casino no more.
Oh my God. I was finna say, I thought you was finna say, I don't want you to lose $1 million. I was gonna say, but I already did. I was gonna say, I already did that, man.
Yeah, Toosii, how did you lose 1.2 to be exact in the casino?
Gosh, man.
What was you playing, Baccarat?
Why you did so much research, bro? Man.
It's the Rap Radar podcast, man.
Fine, beat out Miller, baby.
Man, bro. Listen, Baccarat, bro.
It was Baccarat.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Listen.
You got eyes in the casino?
Listen, you must have spoke to my host, bro. Man, I'm telling you, it was rough, bro. That was a rough day.
Damn.
Rough day, but, you know what I mean?
Resiliency, we know.
Whew. we came back though.
We came back.
Yes, sir.
And we here today, and 1.2 ain't nothing.
Man, 1.2.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Ain't about $1.
Who's getting the next rollie? That's the
Next rollie. Let me get $1.
Yeah.
Little rollie bet.
Yeah, we live it now.
Word. Yes, sir. You keep living, Toosii.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir, man. Rap Radar Podcast.
Yeah.